The most frequently asked question we get these days, exams. Stay tuned. Hello ladies and gentlemen, thanks a lot for joining me on another episode of Manchester Molars. I'm Reza, I'm the Director of Undergraduate Education here at the School of Dentistry, University of Manchester. Now, I'm sure you have already missed coming to dental school and seeing us and looking after your patients. I can assure you the feeling is mutual and we have massively missed you. I was at work a couple of days ago and I couldn't help by taking a couple of shots from Oxford Road. Have a look. I have to confess, I've never seen Oxford Road this quiet in my life. I really miss all the buzz you guys bring to us. I think Manchester without you guys is not like Manchester anymore. But anyway, so I hope wherever you guys are safe with your family and you're keeping nice and healthy. Hopefully we will get through this as soon as possible and then we're going to be back to our normalities. Now, so while I was at home, I thought I would just call Prof Seymour and Prof Gray and just check in on them, see how they're doing. So come and join me. Hi Kevin, hi Nick.
Hi Reza.
How are you both?
Yes, I'm with you.
Okay, now Nick, I'm sure lots of students were very keen to have a sneak peek of your house because you constantly keep us updated on Facebook of all the refurbishment work you're doing and all the extensions you were doing. So do you want to give us a little tour of your house?
I certainly can, Reza. So I'm just in through the front door and this is the stairs leading to upstairs. We're not going there today. I bet you'd like to, but we're not going to. So this is the hall. I like this particular bit is this is feature radiator here. That belts out the heat, I can tell you, and that's what you need sometimes in winter. And first one, we're going to the newly refurbished dining room, which is presently an area for the puzzle to be done. So Dr. and Mrs. Gray and my daughter are doing that. I haven't been, I don't really like them. This is the dress that I made for my wife, and you can see all the nice seams that have been done there. I think that looks perfect. Nice little cast radiator, again, that belts out the heat. And the rest of the room, and that china there is down from Kate's mum's and ours, so we've got loads of it. That's called green chartreuse. Very exciting. So Reza, we go back into the sitting room now, which is a bit dated. And here we are, it's a big room, and this is where we don't spend any of the time really, except for Christmas Day and perhaps Boxing Day, and that's your lot. So this is an idle room, but nevertheless, we like it. And that's that. And this is the next room that we're going to be refurbished. And then you come into the kitchen. So this is my favourite room. This is where all the Greys do all their bits and stuff. They've got the KitchenAid stuff. I think if I had stocks and shares in KitchenAid, we'd be doing quite well. And Kate's favourite thing in the house is the Arga. Absolutely superb. Hot one. And then the simmering one. And then another 3 ovens just underneath there. A bit more KitchenAid here. That's my little processor. Quite like that, to be honest. And what else have we got? Oh yes, the KitchenAid processor again. So this is the little eating area. So this is where all the meals go on in the Gray household. And then moving into the second refurbished room, this is where we spend the evenings. So this is quite relaxing. It's got that very big thing there that you can see. You can have a double bed on that. Into the study. You can see in the study here, that's where I do all my work at the weekends, which is nice. And then going back into the outside boot room, because it used to be a bit of a tip, but we're going past a shop in Clitheroe, and the chap said, I've got a boot room that I'm getting rid of. So we've had it fitted, and that's the boot room. So this is where when we used to walk the dog, you come in here, do the boot stuff, and all the sort of appliances are hidden behind there, all the drying stuff. And then if you get dirty, you can go into this little room here, which is the shower room, which is nice. And then outside, we can just have to open the door, I think, Reza, is the garden, which I spend most of my weekends doing that, which keeps me busy. It's quite large, and here we are, so out into the garden. There you are. Quite big. Takes me about 2 hours to mow it and edge it, and then relax on the mossed up table out here. So, hope that was good, Reza, and you enjoyed it.
Very good. I'm very impressed. You can do the whole garden in only 2 hours. That's a lot of work.
Yeah, you can spend all weekend, and if you're not, weeding and all that, it's quite relaxing, and you just relax. It's good.
Oh, that's
Have you got a sit-on lawnmower?
No, I haven't. If you look at it, it's quite steep, so you probably break. Yeah, I'd like to be able to say I've got one, but no, I haven't.
No, you should. No, because we won't know, will we?
Well, that's true. I could have told you. Well, I could have said that I could afford a gardener to come and do it.
Yes.
But I didn't. I was just honest.
No, that's fine.
So there you have it.
Thank you very much. I think that was a very lovely tour.
That worked.
I'm sure lots of people were very, very keen to have a sneaky peek. So thanks a lot for giving us the opportunity. So Kevin, are you back to London now?
Well, first of all, near where I live, the National Trust own properties like these and charge entrance. And actually, I've got membership of the National Trust, so I may be round there next week to have a look round if we're allowed, when they let us round the parks again. Yeah, yes.
So what's going on in London, Kevin? Tell us a little bit about down south.
Popular misconception. I don't actually live in London. I live about 35 miles north of London in a small town called Baldock. B-A-L-D-O-C-K to avoid confusion, just off the A1 and on the train line to Cambridge, which is a small town of about 10,000 population. Next to Letchworth Garden City, the first Garden City, yes, thank you. My wife just reminded me, founded by the Knights Templar.
Oh.
So if you're interested in history, there's an Iraqi or Baghdadian connection with the Knights Templar, founded, I can't remember when. But anyway, yes, it's a nice little town. We've just been out for a little walk, but not into town. We actually live quite close to countryside, open fields and sheep and things, which is rather nice. Professor Mackey, our former head of school, wouldn't like it very much because he likes his walks in very rugged, hilly Lake District country. But we're slightly more, slightly more sedate. Very nice, plenty of fresh air. So yeah, what's been happening in Baldock? Well, I've been doing lots of Zoom meetings like you, Reza, and you, Nick. I spent my entire life on my computer and looking at doing Zoom messaging and Zoom meetings. I did a seminar this morning with my postgrads, which went really well. I had 3 in Manchester and 1 in Oman. So that went very well. Well, I just left Hugo giving a seminar to our 2nd and 3rd year. So so the Zoom is working well. So I'm pleased with that.
Yes, I totally agree, because I also ran an EBL session with my year 4 students, and it worked really well. We recorded that as well, so I think we will start putting some of these Zoom sessions on Blackboard for all those people who are not able to go online at the same time that we are live. So it might be just a way forward, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a great idea, yeah. Oh.
Right, excellent. So do you guys have got anything else to tell to Manchester Molars before I say goodbye to you both?
I have one thought is at the end of last week, I felt it was a very, very strange week last week. And Tuesday was one of the weirdest days I think I've ever had in my entire 60 years. And felt very emotional leaving college at 5 o'clock on Tuesday. And I think a lot of the students felt like that as well. And yeah, I think just to let you all know that we're here. And you can get us by Zoom and email, and you don't have to feel completely dislocated like I felt momentarily on Tuesday.
No, and we will all go through this, isn't it, as a team. We are a small dental hospital, we're all very close to each other, so we will go through this together.
Yeah.
Yes,
absolutely. Thank you.
We had a Zoom meeting with the year 5 reps with Damien today. That went really well, and you're right. Everybody feels just a bit different, and it is strange, isn't it? But it will get better. And everybody felt really quite good just having got together on the Zoom again, I think.
Good.
Very good. Very good.
Okay.
Right, gents. Thank you very much for spending time, and I shall see you probably tomorrow on another Zoom meeting.
I expect so. Yeah. Take care, Reza. Thank you. Bye.
Right, take care. Bye-bye. Bye.
Right. So, exams, and that's something you keep asking us day in, day out. I have to confess, I totally lost count of the number of hours we spent with your year leads as well as Dr. Dixon looking into assessment for all the different years of BDS and BSc-OHS program. Now, what I can assure you, first of all, is that we are on your side.
So whatever we're deciding is to make life easier and fairer to you. We are not going to penalize you for the situation which is absolutely not in your control. We understand you may not have access to internet at the moment, you may not be able to revise at this very time, and you may not be able to get yourself as prepared and as ready for the exams, especially if you are really going for the distinction and honors. We totally understand that. We are definitely on your side and we're looking after you guys to the best that we can. Now, the thing is, whatever we decide, and at the moment we have drafted our proposal of how we would like your exams to look like, we have to make sure that our faculty, so those people who are looking after likes of me from above, they are happy with all our proposals, and that they obviously have got your interests at heart. They want to make sure, like, you know, they are just a completely impartial pair of eyes looking at what we're proposing, and they just want to make sure everything is fair to you guys. So not only we're doing our best to make sure everything we're proposing is going to the best interest of you with all these exceptional circumstances, but also you do have other friends in the university who are going to look after you and look at what we're doing. Also, whatever we're proposing is being submitted to the General Dental Council today for them to have a look and just make sure, like, you know, they are happy obviously with what we're proposing to ensure that what we are giving you as a certificate of a qualified person from University of Manchester, then that is absolutely valid and it's absolutely at the safe beginner level which they normally expect from us. So when will you exactly know what our proposal is? I would say probably next week. But how about if I give Dr. Dixon a call and then she can tell you all about your exams. Okay, so let's just give her a call. Hi, Carly.
Hi, Reza.
How are you doing today? You okay?
Not too bad. How about yourself?
I'm very well, thank you very much. Just out of interest, what is it to do with all those bottles of Listerine on your right-hand side?
So I've been unpacking, because we've only just moved house, I've been unpacking lots of different things, and I realised I've got a nice little collection of Listerine, so they were just nicely stacked out in different order. I feel like I could get a new marketplace.
Oh, lovely. Now, you're a Manchester Molars. Lots of people have got lots of questions about the exams.
Yeah.
First of all, can I start with ASCIIs? So ASCIIs are clinical exams. We know that there is practically no way that we can run them. Do you agree?
Yeah, so the campus is closed for all examinations, so there will be no OSCEs that will be examined during this academic period. So
fair to say it's going to be at least next academic year, I mean September onward, that we're looking at ASCIIs. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct. It's the fairest way to maintain that the students get their assessment, and it's a requirement really that we need to see that they can do.
Okay, thank you very much. And in terms of written exams, just remind us what's going on to happen with the written MCQ and SAP, please.
So we've been working really well with the IT department in terms of what opportunities there are, because all exams will be moving online, and so it will be an online format for the written exams. So they won't have to come to the university to sit them, they'll be able to sit the exams in the comfort of their own home. Okay, and obviously I've seen your proposal, it all looks very fair, so we just wait until next week, which we can then give the exact details of when and how these online exams are going to run. Is that correct? Yeah, so everything that we've done through the university has internal and external assessment. So internal, it's up at faculty level, and external, it's gone to the GDC for quality assurance and also to our external examiners. So it's all been sent out and agreed from the school itself. So we're kind of waiting to be back, and then we can let everyone know, because I appreciate everyone wants to know these things. Okay, thanks, Carly.
So let's talk about BDS finals. You copied me into lots of emails coming from Dental School Council, Assessment Alliance, so we've got a very good idea of what other schools are proposing to their exams. Just for point of clarification, so BDS finals, the SENA exams, obviously we know lots of students have to stop mid-treatment, so there's not going to be a SENA exam as such, is that correct?
No, so that's the same for both the BDS and the BSc students. We thought it wasn't fair when some students hadn't hadn't been able to finish their exams through no fault of their own. So we thought it would be best not to have those as a case presentation that they would write up. We do think that if you do have a data for your cases that you've treated, and you've obviously got a lot of hard work into it, it's still a good opportunity to write it up for your own portfolio. When you're looking at applying for jobs, it's still a good attribute that you can have for your CV. So keep all that data if you've got it there, if you have finished cases, but it won't be assessed as part of your final exams for either the BSc or the BDS students.
Okay, thanks, Carly. So just to reassure the students, if you have already written up your sim cases, that's great. Keep it in your portfolio. Yeah. We do not want you to submit it to us. How about the unseen exams, Carly? What can you tell them about unseen? Can you tell them anything yet, or we're just waiting to hear?
We're just waiting to hear for confirmation from the GDC really and from faculty, but as a school, we're happy that they are robust exams that are going to be fair for the students as well, and also appropriate given the circumstances that everyone are in at the moment as well.
That's right, because I've seen your suggested format. It looks really good and really fair to me. We just have to wait until everything is approved. So you're happy to reassure students that this is definitely the case?
Yeah, definitely. We want to make sure that you all have an opportunity to showcase all the knowledge that you've learned over the last 5 years or 3 years for the therapy students, and that we can help support you to move on to that next transition where you're not just students anymore, but you become our colleagues. So that's really what we want.
Okay, thanks, Carly. And just the final thing, in terms of the BSc finals, so they do not have the scene as you just mentioned.
No.
But you have again come up with a suitable alternative format.
Yeah.
And do you want to tell us a little bit about that, or we just have to wait until next week?
We've just got to wait until next week. I know it's really frustrating. I wish it's I could just tell you, but it's if there's any minor changes or anything like that, I don't want to tell you something and then it suddenly changes back afterwards. So I think it's best to wait until we've got all agreements from all the high levels, and then we can let them know. But it's an assessment to showcase knowledge that they've got to show their case that they are safe practitioners.
Yes, but guys, I can assure you, I've seen Dr. Dixon's proposal. It's brilliant, and I'm sure when we all come back, we have to make a little gold statue of her just quickly at the entrance to the dental hospital. She's been really on your side. So thanks, Carly.
No worries.
Enjoy the remaining of your afternoon.
Yeah.
Don't forget to use those mouthwashes.
I know, I've got some gardening to do. I'm growing some strawberries, so you'll get an update of all my new gardening accessories.
Okay, maybe next week you have to give us a little tour of your allotment then.
Yeah, we'll keep you going.
Okay, perfect. Thanks for joining us at Manchester Model.
You take care now.
Take care.
Bye now.
Bye.
Right, okay, now I hope that helped and put your minds at ease. But if you want even further help with that, I'm going to leave you in the capable hands of ANYA to relax us all with her amazing yoga moves. Now I'm going to leave you with her. So until next Thursday, I've been Reza Roudsari. You've been amazing. ANYA, they're all yours.